So now we have the stores and we have the terminals. And what do we need more for the stores? Somebody to be working on the POS. So that's where we come to the staff list. And you can always find the staff list with different ways. The most safe way is to look for it like I'm doing now. And remember, when I was working in the POS, I used different options. I used Arias, I used Leo, and things like that. So if I look for guy number 65, that's exactly the Arias guy. So let's go and look at how it's defined. So here you see the first name and the last name. And the name of the receipt is Arias. This is empty for this person, so he can work in all stores with our company. If you would like him only to work in store number 1, then you select that store. But it is possible as well, further down, to use the store link lines to decide that he can use many stores. Let's keep it like it was. And you see this guy, Arias, he is employment type cashier, so he can work at the POS. If he was a salesperson, he could not work at the POS, but he could be put into the POS as a salesperson for commission and things like that. Most importantly, for each and every staff, they have to belong to a permission group. And this guy here, 65, Arias, he belongs to the permission group manager. Let's look into that. What is behind this group? So we go to the full list, and here we can go and edit the manager group. So this is where we put the permissions on the staff. And remember when we were doing sales and we were talking about voiding a transaction or voiding a line. He has yes on these. And the thing is that manager group has manager privileges yes. That means that everything is at maximum level, all the options. What are these options? Add payment. Can he add the payment? Finish the sale with a payment? Can he price override? Can he change the price? Remember we were doing that? Can he open a drawer without a sale? Yes or no? Void transactions, as we talked about, void line, return a transaction. Can he sell and return in the same transaction? That is okay to do in some countries, but in other countries it's illegal to do that. So they need to have this no. Can he suspend the sale? Can he give max discount? 100%, so he's at max. And more and more. We have some POS operations for tender declaration, and we have some even for hospitality. So let's now look at this again with a limited guy. What do I mean? Let's look at guy number 102. This guy here, Dan Canefield. So you see, she's in a different permission group. So what is behind this permission group? Let's look at it. Let's go down, select from full list. And now we do the same thing. We manage and edit. So you see, this group, cashier, does not have manager privileges. So now we need to look into the different fields. Yes, she can add the payment. She's not allowed to do a price override. She's not allowed to open a drawer without a sale. Yes, if you think about the POS terminal, then you finish a sale, the drawer automatically opens if the tender type says so. That is defined the tender type. Remember, cash is normal that the drawer opens. For cards, it may not be normal that the drawer opens because there's a rift on the drawer where you can put the slip through. Usually it's not recommended that the standard salesperson working on a cashier can open a drawer without a sale. But there is a pause command you can have on pause to open the drawer. So can that person use that button or not? That's the question. This person can void the transaction, they can void line, but they cannot return a transaction. Max discount to give is 5%, max total discount to give is 5%. So this can be done. So let's look at what this means. Shall we have a try? I have here open the POS and I log on. And when I go into Arias, for example, the first guy we looked at, you will see that he has manager yes. So he can do everything. Okay, let's log off. Let's look at the other guy we were looking at, the guy 102. and OK. Key it in manually. And now what happened? There is manager no. You can see that in the status line. And now we see who is the guy logged in. Why is this button here grayscaled? Because he's not allowed to do a refund sale. So now let's sell Baglinda. And remember, we could change the price. Shall we try? Let's change it to 50. And what happens? Price change is not allowed. Because the group that this person belongs to, 102, is in the cashiers group, which doesn't allow to do a price change. Shall we try again? Shall we do some discount here? Let's do 10% discount. And again, max discount to give is 5%, so nothing was done. Can we do 5? Let's try it again. Yes. Yes, you see we get 5%. But let's say that this sale here, that this guy is doing, 102, is selling the Baglinda, and it has some dirt on it. So we have agreed to give the customer 10% discount. And let's imagine that there are 10 other items in the sale. So what does this cashier do? He doesn't have the allowance to put 10%. He calls the manager, and the manager comes to him. And he uses this option here, manager login. So let's do that. And then it puts 65. Remember, 65 was the Aries guy. And OK. And what happened? Now we have the manager permission in this sale. So now we can go in here, do 10, and OK. Now it worked because we are with manager permission, because of this manager login, but staff 102 still owns this transaction. And if we press manager login again, you will see that we have manager no. So before the manager leaves the POS station, he should do that. And now the guy can continue, sell whatever needs to be sold, and finalize the transaction. Smart? Yes. What are you thinking about? Are you thinking about if this is registered? Is it registered that guy 102 had owned the sale, but person 65 went in as a manager login? Yes, it is. You will see all about that later in the course.